Okay, yo, what's up? I'm Tanner. I'm a natural bodybuilder, but more importantly, I'm a follower of Jesus. So today I should be working out, but I got this tattoo yesterday. If you saw my video from yesterday, in my mind, I'm like, okay, let's give it at least a day to rest because today I was supposed to do arms. So I'm like, maybe doing arms is not the best. So I'm taking a rest day today, and I'm just gonna work out on Sunday, so that way I'm not like missing, I'm just trading my rest day. But so I have to come up with or I need a subject for the Jim Burr philosophy video today. Um, and I don't know. I kind of just in my mind because I keep a list of like ideas that I can talk about for my Jim Burr philosophy videos, and today I kind of just chose the idea of being kind. Just like that's going to be my general message. I mean, I don't really come into these with a game plan. I just have a general idea. So I'm gonna um I'm gonna talk about being kind. We're gonna see how long this video goes on for, and I'm gonna see what it turns up being about. Um, so if you've seen some of my other Jim Bro philosophy videos where I kind of talk about who I was, oh sorry, I shit the mic, who I was and who I have been and who I am now, you'll know like back in the past I wasn't necessarily the best, kindest, most wonderful person. um, but I feel like I've improved a lot in that area, and I feel like that comes from the um the understanding of and the truly loving other people is what I'm trying to say. That that having a true love for other people as God intends, as we're called to as Christians, kind of really adds to your ability just to be kind to people on a day to day basis. And being kind is not necessarily about big gestures or anything like that. It is the little things you do throughout your day. Whenever you are passing by someone, giving them a smile, or holding the door open for someone, or whatever, like, and then a bigger gesture, for example, to me is like maybe paying for someone's groceries, or going out of your way to compliment them, or paying for their food if you're on a drive-through. Something like that is like to me a bigger gesture of being kind, where you're like really going out of your way. But like I said, I think the small things are what really add up. The small things are what really like, you know, are what really like make you a kind person. It's actually pretty easy for someone just to do one big gesture, every week, every other week, and be like, I'm a nice person. But to consistently be smiling at people and telling them to have a good day, holding the door open for them, it's this consistent small acts of kindness that to me really determines your character and your status as like a kind person. And I think being a kind person is something that is of such great importance, right? Because at the end of the day, whether you're a Christian or not, again, I don't make my videos just for people who follow Jesus, but I do make them through the lens of someone that does follow Jesus. But I digress. The Christian lens, we're all children of God who are made in His image. We're called to love Him as we love to love them as we love ourselves. And then through a more like worldly lens, we're all just people on a floating rock. Like it it takes away nothing from your day to choose kindness and to help someone out, to again small things, smiling at them, holding the door, whatever. It takes nothing from your day or your life to do that. It I personally I believe it adds to your life, but um it's just it as someone who has lived so much of their life being a miserable individual, being unhappy, thinking it's maybe cool to be mean to people. Like someone who lived that way for so long, it sucks, man. It sucks. It sucks so much because Because this life is such a blessing, and if you want to use it and waste it on things like being mean, being miserable, tearing other people down instead of building them up, if you want to waste this gift we have been given to do harm to others, to negatively impact others, you've really got to change your worldview, because that doesn't add anything to yourself, that doesn't add anything to our society, that it's nothing. It's nothing, but smiling at someone, paying them a compliment, holding the door, again, whatever, these small gestures or big gestures, that can truly impact someone's life for the better. That can truly, help someone, change someone, save their lives. Like my my buddy, me and my buddy at Bible study today, we are talking about how he has some tattoos as well, and his tattoos are part of his testimony. He has a snake, and someone just said, hey, nice tattoo. What's it about? Just like being nice. And he was like, well, it's about, and gave him his testimony basically. And this is the other person who originally complimented his tattoos. They weren't a follower of Jesus, but now through that one person's kindness, there's a whole doorway to him forming a relationship with Jesus. And again, this isn't just for Christians. It is just through a Christian lens. But it's things like that being kind to one person can truly impact them or impact yourself and make the world a better place. Because in my mind, if you're not striving to continually make the world a better place or make yourself a better person, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what's the point? Right? Like, if you think your purpose is just to suffer, help make others suffer and die, your worldview is out of whack, dude. And I think you really need a lot of internal reflection. But yeah, trying to be a kind person has changed my life so much and has helped me truly grow as a person. And I find it really easy now, because it is an easy thing. Once again, small gestures, smiling, holding the door, whatever. If you're capable, bigger gestures. Going up to someone and paying them a random compliment. That, to me, that's a big gesture, because I'm awkward and pretty antisocial. Or again, paying for people's food, stuff like that. If you are capable, it has improved who I am as a person, and it has improved, I feel like, everything around me. And I want to be very clear, being kind is something I still fail at on a daily basis as well, though, right? Like, to me, being kind is so easy to strangers. Just all the small gestures I mentioned, run those back through your mind. Those are easy. Those are really easy to me. But having that same kindness and patience with my friends or family is a little bit more difficult for me. And I think it might come from my family's love language. We are very, we talk a lot of trash to each other, and it's how we express our love, and so, like, and that's fine, talking a little trash. I mean, I'm a guy, you talk trash to your buddies all the time. Like, I get it. But there is a fine line between talking trash for fun and then genuinely being unkind to them. And it's a like I said, it's a fine line. So it's hard to find. It's hard to know sometimes. But just finding that line and making sure you're staying on the right side of it is really important, and is something I struggle with on a daily basis, which I like to tell y'all what I struggle with, so that way y'all know, like, someone else is going through it or someone else is experiencing it or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's really hard for me to be as kind to other people as I am to my family, or be as kind to my family as I am to other people, or other way around. You know what I mean? You get it. It's a little bit harder to have that patience with them, and I'm not sure why. It's probably pretty backwards, but it is kind of my reality, unfortunately. So, yeah, I think that's kind of all for today. Tomorrow should be a normal day. Like I said, I just wanted to give this one day to rest. So, tomorrow should be arms. Um, yeah, thank you all for listening. Love y'all. Remember, just be kind. It is not a big ask, and it just makes everything better. Your life, other people's lives, the world, society, etc., etc. Yeah. Uh, love y'all. Logging today. Do something productive, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace out.